All right, let's turn now to a current event that's happening next weekend in LeClaire. Buffalo Bill's Best of the Wild West show returns for another year. Next Saturday and Sunday, you can enjoy a festival of cowboys, trick shots, horseback riding, period-accurate vendors, and a whole lot more. History's going to come alive, and it all supports LeClaire's Buffalo Bill Museum. It's why we have Rita Farrow, Executive Director of the museum, joining us here on The Current. Rita, thank you so much for being here.
Well, thanks again for having us. It's always a joy.
All right, before we get to the festival, let's quick talk about the museum. The reason that this is all raising money.
Yes.
For people that haven't been, what is your museum?
The Buffalo Bill Museum in LeClaire, Iowa sits right on the Mississippi River. It was started in 1957 by the LeClaire Women's Club. And of course they chose their favorite son, Buffalo Bill. He was born there in 1846. And over the years it has grown, and I mean really grown. If you haven't been there lately, oh, please do come. It's a wonderful regional history museum. We have under roof, I think, what is the most valuable artifact in the state of Iowa. Nobody's argued with me, Joe. But we have the last wooden hull towboat on the Mississippi River, the Lone Star. And this little museum, long before my time. In 2009, they raised $1 million to build a building around the boat. And the kids can come aboard. We had 445 kindergartners in April, and they get to go on, I mean, not only just learn the history, but walk it, touch it, feel it. Yeah. They go upstairs, they can look in the little cabins, and it's a wonderful museum. It's only $7 for an adult, $5 for a senior, $2 for kids.
I love it. And it's run by a lot of volunteers, which is why fundraisers
it's totally run by volunteers, which is, this fundraiser is so important. We did it last year, and I have to give credit to our board of directors because it was a giant leap of faith, because it costs thousands to bring a show like this into town. But it seemed like such a worthwhile event because there is this wonderful Buffalo Bill reenactor in Wisconsin, not that far away, who was willing to bring it together. So we've got 50 reenactors all on horseback, and they do travel all over the country. They don't do our location, but our location is their biggest event of last year and this year. We had 2,000 people, and he really is Buffalo Bill. Wayne Reddick is a wonderful historian and devoted to, tell the story. And they perform the real acts that were performed by Buffalo Bill's Wild West show when he was traveling in the late 1800s.
So you've got reenactors. I know you have some horseback riders. What else do people see when they come into this festival?
And they have there are 50 reenactors on horseback, and the whole show is professionally choreographed and scripted to the original music that Buffalo Bill played. And he is famous for his music as well. You know, he always entered the arena on a white horse playing the national anthem, playing the Star Spangled Banner. And what people don't realize is he was doing that for 24 years before that song became our national anthem. And here you're seeing some film of, there's trick shooting. Annie Oakley is there doing her famous, she had a shotgun over her shoulder and shot through a mirror. This was last year in beautiful Cody Elementary School. It's Saturday and Sunday, June 28th and 29th.
And
we have food trucks on the site. Yes, Angela Meyer is opening the show this year. And I want to get a special word in about our shuttle buses up to the school, because, there's a lot of chatter about road construction in LeClaire. But it's not bad. Territorial Road is completely open. And we are so fortunate to have the Riverboat Twilight, our neighbor right on the levee. And they have, once again, last year they did it, and this year they are paying for shuttle buses. So we have 2 party buses, QC party buses. They're going to be parked at the levee, and you can get to right in front of the museum. There's no traffic at all for you to arrive there. And then you'll get on a party bus, bring your chair, because we tried to provide seating. We have hay bale seating. We call them hay bale bleachers.
Very period accurate.
I know, we have a lot of them, but it really isn't enough for everybody. So we encourage people to bring their own chairs. And the show starts both Saturday and Sunday at 12:30, and it goes for 1 hour and 20 minutes.
In the few seconds that we have left, is this something?
Boomtown.
Is this something that, people of all ages will love this, right? There's something for everyone.
I think there is something for everyone, because those reenactors stay on the site for 4 days. They live in these really authentic canvas tents from the Civil War era, and they do a lot of demonstrations that, sure, families can enjoy, and there's games for kids, there's panning for gold, and there's our Annie Oakley. I know, so it's a wonderful family-friendly event. I encourage everybody to come, and especially kids. They really do get to see what life was like in the 1880s.
So exciting. Rita, thank you so much for joining us. Always a pleasure to have you back.
I feel like I talked too fast. Thank you, Shelby.
You did. For people at home, you can find a link to your tickets for next weekend's show by going to WQAD.com and clicking on the As Seen on TV tab at the top of the homepage.